Good kid. Bad theories.
Oh boy, we got a lot to dissect. Got more to dissect. So, Dr. Umar.
I knew it was happening.
So apparently, Dr. Umar is in some hot water, and we have a couple of clips to play now. I don't know if this. I'm assuming that this person is his real biological daughter because he did respond. But there's a viral video that's going on that his biological daughter is calling him a deadbeat as the light falls.
Hey,
let me go fix them.
Dr. Umar's like doing his magic work right now.
First it was Elon, now it's Dr. Umar. I don't like that.
Right.
There is a viral video of someone who claims to be Dr. Umar's daughter that is saying that he has not been active in her life. Now, I will say that a lot of, because I know people who are associated with Dr. Umar personally. So I have to be very careful with what I'm going to say. So a lot of this is alleged. However, his response to it seems like this is a very credible claim. Now, we're going to dissect it because there's a lot of stuff to bring into light. So I'm going to play it, and then we're gonna talk about it. Here we go.
So I just wanted to come on here with a small, short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know.
First reactions to that, what are we thinking? There's more to this, but first reactions, what are we thinking?
Shit, I mean, what's normally in the dark will come to light. That's just...
Now,
does he preach that shit? Like being your daughter's life?
Well, the thing that Dr. Umar, he talks about a lot.
And black excellence and...
Black... families, black unity, you know what I'm saying? Like, we crack a lot of jokes about him and his snow bunnies, black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? He's very critical of other people's relationships. You know what I'm saying? And he preaches black unity, but now you have your daughter saying that you haven't been in her life at all. 22 is not a kid anymore.
Right.
Now, there's some more. This viral clip came up.
I wasn't there for my daughter. And she may expose me on one of these podcasts one day and say, Daddy, you're the reason I can't find good black love because you never validated me as a woman.
You feel me? If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. I'm not begging nobody. The only thing good that's coming out of this unfortunate situation is everybody got to pick a side. Pick a side and stay on it.
Got some more mess. Then his daughter then proceeded to crash out and do goodness.
People hit me up for interviews. Y'all gonna gonna have to come out the fucking pockets because I'm not doing shit for free. 3,500 to 10K is my range. Y'all pay Dr. Umar thousands of dollars to get the fuck on there and talk. Y'all gonna pay me the same shit. I just hit 5K on Instagram. The Dr. Umar video was over 200K. I posted 3 videos regarding him. They all hit over 100K in 24 hours.
And okay, there's a lot.
Damn.
There's a lot. I got one more video,
Jeez.
and we're going to dissect this. There's a lot, guys. This is the Dr. Umar episode. This is a viral video that came out. This young lady, let me give her proper credit right quick. What's her name?
She don't exist.
She don't exist because, okay, Cece. Okay, gotcha.
Cece.
So this is Miss Cece. Now, this video has gotten 1 million views since I've
shit.
seen it. This is 3 days ago. And
shit.
she's talking about her experience with Dr. Umar. And then we're going to dissect this. Now, I want to just point out by saying we're not using this as a platform to tear down anybody. Okay, we're just simply having a discussion. But we got to talk about it.
Right.
I've known Dr. Umar for 3 years. I met him when I was 24 years old. And this is a recent picture. We just met in June of last year. And we did discuss his children along with a few other things. We met up at Brandywine Diner on Concord Pike last year. And because he wanted to take me out to lunch, and I kind of wanted to talk about just have a conversation with him regarding black content creators on TikTok and social media. So while we're talking, we talk about religion, we talk about racism in America, we talk about secret societies because that was really my peak of interest. So we first started off by talking about why he was in Wilmington again. He's always going to his school in Wilmington, Delaware because number one, he's being audited by the IRS a lot. When I first met him in 2022, he literally told me he was there because his accountant was caught stealing funds from the school. They were receiving donations for the school, and he was saying that his accountant was stealing money. So he had to fire that accountant, and the IRS was asking for proof, like where the money went. So he started commuting from Philadelphia to Wilmington, Delaware frequently, just so he could be at the school in case anybody shows up and asks why the school's not done or where the kids are at or what's going on. So when I met up with him last year, he was just coming back from the school when we had lunch. I guess the IRS is still asking him about the school because it's not done. Like, he's receiving money, donations, but there's no progress with the school. If you were to go up right now to the school, like, there's wooded boards on the doors, on the windows, there's weeds, graffiti on some of the buildings. Like, it's not in proper condition. There's no AC, there's no heating, there's nothing. Like, it's not, the school's not ready. When we were talking at the table, I started asking him a lot of private questions like, were you married? Do you have any kids? He was telling me, yes, I have 2 daughters. One of them is a teenager and the other one is maybe 7 years old at the time. So the child is probably 9 years old. So he was saying to me that the mother of those girls, or the mother of, I don't know if it's 2 separate women or just one woman, the woman or the women are taking him to court for child support because he's not an active dad. He's not in their life, and he told me that as well. He doesn't visit them as much as he should. However, he visits his mom a lot, and she's in Philly. So I just was confused. I was like, how are you talking about being a pillar and how black men are so needed in families today, but you're not even an active dad? He was not an active father. He said it. He confirmed it. I can back this young lady up. He did say that. He was not going to be there. And on top of that, he was saying that he would like to, in the future, every 2 weeks out of the month, go to Ghana. He practices Ifa, which is African spirituality. And we were talking about that for a while because I'm kind of versed in it as well. And so when we were talking, I was asking him, I was like, so you never got married? He said, oh, no, I never got married to any of those women. But he dated a lot. And I could tell that he was a playboy because he was very, very flirtatious, very. And also I noticed, too, his personality is much different in person than it is online. I'm not sure if it's because I'm a woman or something like that, but he's not as animated. He seems more hyped up when he's like on a podcast or online. On my life, when we left, I gave him a hug. He was like, He said, the women got to have booty. And I was like, what? He said, you got to have booty. If I'm talking to you, you got to have booty. Can you cook? I was like, yeah, I can cook. He was like, good. So you can cook and you got booty. And he was backing up from me. He said, He said, business before back shots. Business before back shots. I wish I was kidding. And mind you, I'm in a fucking relationship. So I was like, what do you mean business before back shots, nigga? Like, what? So he's laughing to himself and he goes back to his car because he was going to go back to Philly to go take care of his mom. And I was like, I can't see this fool again. Because what do you mean business before back shots? No back shots are being given. What? Because business before back shots, whose back are you shooting? Because it's not mine. The fuck? So extremely flirtatious. Very much so. I remember asking him too, like, are you and Sukihana like a thing? Because I know she's from Delaware too. I was like, do y'all, are y'all fucking? I was asking him too. I was like, are you and Suki like a thing? Like you, because I know she from Delaware too. I'm like, are y'all fucking? Like, and he was like, no, we're friends. That's my girl. You know, she got her own restaurant in downtown Wilmington somewhere. Sure. When you say to me, business before back shots, and you and Suki are just friends, highly doubt it, because you got a big booty too. Anyway, I say all this to say, this young lady is telling the truth. He is a deadbeat father, extreme hypocrite, and huge flirt. This is not the black man you think he is. He's loyal. He got a wife at home. He take care of his kids. He's not that type of black man. He is, he spreads his seed. He told me he only got 2 kids. I feel like it's more.
Benny before back shots. What?
That is a bar.
Word 2.
Benny before back shots.
I wonder if he said it 3 times. That's Dr. Umar's thing. Business before back shots. Business before back shots. Business before back shots.
Ain't no motherfucking way.
All right, guys. Goodness, that's a lot. Okay, who wants to start first? Because,
well, do you want to do the same? The permission to crash.
Do I have permission to crash out?
Permission granted.
Okay. Obviously, these things they're very serious accusations. It's serious within the confines of he didn't like hurt anybody or kill anybody or molest anybody. But Dr. Umar's thing for the longest has always been black this, black that, black excellence. And he has been very critical and very judgmental towards who black people procreate with. You've been very judgmental about gay black people. You've called black trans people transformers. Damn. You have been very specific about the stuff that you've talked about that you think that black people should do. And you are not involved in your kid's life. You are not wifing the baby mothers. Now, I'm assuming if you're practicing IFA, I only know so much about it. I know about it. I've heard some of the things. I don't know everything about it, like all the details, but I'm assuming you probably wanted to turn this into a polyamorous thing, and maybe they weren't going for that. I say all that to say, you are the equivalent of a pastor who takes the church's money and goes and buys a Cadillac. Now, I'll say it 2 more times because that's what you like to do. You are the equivalent of a pastor who likes to take the church's money and, thank you, and buys a Cadillac.
One more time.
Put the finger down. One more time. You are the equivalent of the pastor who likes to take the church's money and goes and buys a Cadillac. Because, number one, sir, you're supposed to be doing a school, making a school, which I'm all for. There's no updates about the school.
Nope.
We don't see any pictures. We don't see any updates about this is what the infrastructure looks like. I'm taking pictures with the workers. Nothing. The only time you talk about that school is when you need money.
Or to boast your accomplishments.
And on top of that, you are wanting to get on everybody else's case. You're a snow hopper. You're this, you're that, you're that. You're not even in your kid's life, man.
Damn, you hear this nigga talking?
Who are you to get on anybody's case about who they decide to sleep with at the end of the day?
You talking about
black
therapy.
gay people, black trans people, black straight people, it doesn't matter. You have no right to tell people what they should or should not be doing if you yourself, and you even said it on a show, that you're not even involved in your child's life.
No, lead by example.
If you were so concerned about wanting to keep black families together, wouldn't you do something about this? Wouldn't you be in your baby mama's life? Wouldn't you wife one of these people? Like, I understand things may not work out with certain individuals, so that's fine. I understand it. Life happens. But wouldn't you be in the child's life?
You did it twice.
And you did it twice.
You did it twice. That's the thing that's not, you can't really get away from that. Like one time, like, yeah, it bless you.
Thank you.
You know, one time it worked, one time it doesn't work, you know, it's understandable and whatnot, but you did it twice. And then you proceed to then be flirtatious with everybody else. I knew that other stuff that he was, that he, and you know, that's not me saying that like he's not all for black excellence and stuff like that, but I knew that shit was like a front.
Yeah.
I knew that shit was a front. I don't follow Dr. Umar all that much and stuff like that. I know like a little of him and whatnot, but all that shit that he talks, I'm like, that's somebody who's putting on a front for niggas.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is it's like what you're preying on people's
insecurity.
It's not so much the insecurity, it's I don't even want to say desperation, because that feels disingenuous.
Well, that's part of it, though.
You know what? It is insecurity, because a lot of the people, who does he direct a lot of that stuff to? You know what I'm saying? Black women forever, snow bunnies never. Who do you think that's directed towards? Black women.
Right.
So you are doubling down on something that black women have vocally expressed their frustration with when it comes to black men not edifying or lifting up black women. You're doubling down on that to invoke an emotional response. Now they're going to give you money. Now they're going to give you support. Now they're going to give you whatever you want. Now they're going to give you sex.
Because they make you, because you make them feel good.
Because you make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? You want to know what the number one way that a manipulator can be able to get somebody in bed with them? You exploit their insecurities. So I'm very kind of in the middle, because you said on video that you were not in your child's life. So I can't say that this is alleged, because like now, this is the girl crashing out. I want this amount of money if I'm going to talk about it. It's a valid crash out, because Dr. Umar gets paid to travel and talk.
Bullshit at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine this. Okay, imagine we're all dating someone outside of our race. So you're dating an Asian person, I'm dating a Hispanic person, and we all know what Cityy'Boi likes.
A white girl.
So it's
you know what? I knew the moment he did that, he was going to do that. Fuck it. Just lean into it. I'm dating a white girl. It is what it is.
Right? Do the Eminem. I am whatever you say I am. You know what I'm saying? But
Good Lord,
okay.
dude.
I'm sorry.
I knew that was going to fucking happen, man.
I'll take this. I'll take the one. I'll take one for the team. I don't take it. Give me the white one. Give me the white one. I'll take it.
I want that one.
I want that one. Treat these hoes like a pack of Skittles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Taste the rainbow.
Right. Okay. So
I want that one.
it doesn't matter. Let's just say all of us are with someone
That's not our race.
That's not our race. That's not our race. Dr. Umar then would proceed to be like, good kid, bad theories. Good kid, bad theories.
Bunch of bad theories.
Good, bad theories. Nothing but bad theories.
Nothing but bad theories.
And he would spend 30 minutes to an hour talking crap about what we need to do.
And how there's therapy, by the way. There's therapy that he can give because we're we're deranged because we're not dating within our race. We're not married within our race. We're not procreating within our race. He does that. Exploits people.
He has
about
therapy
that.
for that?
Yeah.
What's his tactics? I got to know this.
I mean, I'll have to search it up because my brother and I were making fun of it. But like he has snow bunny therapy.
He straps him down in a chair. He's just like, where am I? Where am I?
Right. Yeah, he has snow bunny therapy. He has
Turns on some Erykah Badu, lights some incense.
Don't you know?
Look at this ass. Look at the ass. No! Ah! You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Every nigga in the crew loves Erykah Badu.
Say it again.
Every nigga in the crew loves Erykah Badu.
He's like, what are you doing? No, stop.
Every nigga in the crew loves Erykah Badu.
I'm feeling
My money's gone.
Stop. No, didn't you? No, stop. Save the world. Save the world. It's on.
Right. The next day you look at Sydney Sweeney.
Exactly. Right. You have one of those turbans on, your white girlfriend. Hey, babe. Hold on.
Fuck is your baby?
Right.
What if you motherfucking lost kid around here?
What if you have kids? Daddy. No, son. You're not my son
Hell
anymore.
no.
I'm going to abandon you like Umar did. No, anyway. All I'm saying.
David, he's mixed. Yeah. Pick a side and stay on it.
Exactly.
Stay on that bitch.
It's very tough to say this because I am all for people that uplift Black people, but I also know when somebody is trying to use what's the word? An aesthetic to try to pull the wool over folks' eyes.
The fact that bro been doing this shit for as long as he been doing it for, bro, and ain't said shit about nothing. Now you want to bring it to the forefront because niggas got tired of you lying about you ain't necessarily lying, but you just ain't living by example. Like,
yeah,
that's just
because that's the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like
good.
this thing, and like I cannot stress this enough. It's like, look, I don't care how spiritual, how in tune with whatever it is you worship, God, whoever. My whole thing is like, at the end of the day, you know what matters more than you preaching to a congregation? You know what matters more than you having a bunch of followers? It's the people behind closed doors. That's the stuff that matters the most. Mm-hmm. That's the stuff that you're going to be judged by at the end of the day. Because anointing doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Hold on.
Right.
Anointing doesn't mean you're a good person. Anointing doesn't mean that you're a good person, because at the end of the day, you got to deal with this. Whitney Houston's voice was anointed, but she was struggling with all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if a person is anointed to do something. It's how you handle the stuff behind closed doors. I can't talk about how much I love my wife in the public and then I'm cheating on her, or I'm beating her, or I'm manipulating her. You know what I'm saying? How much I love my children. Oh, my beautiful children. And I haven't even been in their lives.
right.
That stuff weighs more.
You ain't been in no games. You ain't been in no, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
No graduations. No, you wasn't there when they was getting ready for prom.
But you're proudly also saying that you're not in their lives too. It's just
because he already got aired out. What you gonna say? You can't.
You know what it is? I think that he's saying it to kind of be like, yeah, I messed up, but I'm human.
softening the blow.
He trying to kill it.
Exactly. So then people are just like, oh, well, he wasn't in the right frame of mind. But like, if that's the case, wouldn't you try to make amends for the stuff that you messed up in?
Try to do it now.
Now that you well off and you in a position to actually make time for shit you need to make time for, wouldn't you think you be doing that by now?
My nigga, if you can try to make plans to go to Ghana every 2 weeks out the month, you can make time to go see your kid, bro.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hear that Ghana shit.
Bring your kid with you to Ghana.
That's
nigga.
what I'm saying, man.
Exactly. Let him see the world. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing, like, it's one thing that I have to understand is like, in the event that I were to have children one day, right? That is something that I have to definitely find a balance of, because the busyness is going to continue. Right. Life is going to get more busy the more successful that we get. We're already busy, but like, when we get away from the 9 to 5s, there's going to be a different level of work that's going to follow it. So now that being said, I have to find the right time, because they're not going to look at, oh, that's David Terrell Green, or that's Metrick, or that's Cityy'Boi Don. They're going to be like, that's Dad. And Dad wasn't there.
Right.
Not Metrick, Dad. Not Cityy'Boi Don, Dad. Not Dr. Umar freaking Johnson, but Dad. They're going to be looking at that, not you as a person. Because like children, they view the world through a very simple telescope.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about no extra people, bro. It's just the people that matter to them, bro. You weren't there.
The thing that you also have to understand too, because like how old the old girl say she was?
She's 22.
22. So now you've instilled a level of disdain for yourself because you have not been there, and even to the point where she's 22, so she has a level of understanding of whatever reasoning that you may have as to why you're not in her life. There's still a level of you should have made the time. You should have done this. You should have done this. You should have done that.
But the thing is, and that's why I rock with girl too, because it's like, she don't want a relationship with him, but if it happens, cool. But it's just like, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck, what was going on through your head throughout this whole, and that's what the situation I was dealing with my dad. Like, when I had called my dad up and shit like that, I was asking him because my mom never told me, and I love my mom for that. Like, she never once told me or like deteriorated my dad's image at all based off of her interaction with him and how, her life panned out with him. She was always like, you ask him yourself why he wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. She never said, oh, he wasn't there because he was on this or he did that. She was just like, you ask him. So then I asked him. He was honest to me. It was fucked up to hear, but we had that conversation. Like, that's why I fuck with her for that. Because it's just like, bro, I'm at the age now where like, I ain't got like, I can understand a little bit better, but I don't need you in the way that I needed you back then. Like, I'm just trying to let you know that, like, you only get one of y'all. Like, you only get one dad, you only get one mom. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I want you to, like, if we could figure something out, you ain't got to be there in the way that you should have been earlier, but you still my dad. You still my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should still have something. I still deserve to know why you did the shit that you did, and you well off now. So now it's almost to a point where like I could literally understand a little bit better because you're stable. You know what I'm saying? So now we could really work something out. It's not like you a druggie and like I'm hitting you up now and you still doing the same shit you was doing when I was a baby and ain't shit changed. Like, you established yourself in a way. So now I'm in the mindset where I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I know he wasn't there, but maybe it was for this. Maybe mom wasn't agreeing with that. Maybe he made a choice because he knew he had potential to be great and, come back into my life and bless me in a way to where I ain't got to worry about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand her wanting to have that conversation.
One thing I will have to say before we move on is like, what folks will talk about like, oh, well, why did she take this to the internet? You know what I'm saying? I've heard a lot of people like, well, she didn't have to take it to the internet. She could have just like called him, but it's just like, at a certain point, it's just like, you can call people so many times before.
And they're not going to answer.
Exactly.
So now I'm going to reach you I'm going to come into your office, nigga. Yeah. That's what that is, essentially.
On some like Stephen A, like, he could have called me. It's just like, yeah, but you were on like, but it's like, no, dude, that's not how it works. You was on your motherfucking high horse, so I met you in that bitch on mine. Correct. It's just like, now, if I reached out to you, there's no guarantee that, number one, you would even pick up, or if you even would like give me the time of day. So it's just like, so yeah, you know what? I'm gonna reach you the same way that you have your platform. Same thing with Bron. And you talk about me in public, I'm gonna be at your front door in public.
And you probably try to spin the story in a different way if I try to reach out to you. Like if if LeBron tried to call bro, who knows if LeBron probably already tried to call bro. Like he probably tried to call him and Stephen had been like, no, LeBron tried to call me.
Yeah.
And I told him, this and this and this, and that's how it's gonna be.
That's exactly how that nigga talk.
I'm not backing down from nobody.
But he know that. He know that. He show that. And I tell it to LeBron.
And we're good friends.
I will tell it to his face.
Because I'm like that.
Right. First off, let me just say that I have a lot of love for LeBron and his family. Beautiful family, beautiful kids, all talented, great life ahead of them.
But you're wrong.
That's funny as hell.
This is like it's buffering. Hey, you saw how soft-spoken he was when
yeah. It's like when you got your favorite track on and it's at a quiet part in the song, you turn the volume up too high.
Like, what you? Oh shit! Right. You chill. Like, hey, bro, turn that down. It is down.
Right. The way LeBron checked, bro, man.
That's your role.
Right. Final verdict on I'm sorry, love. Final verdict on Dr. Umar. What do we say?
Bro, you got to get your motherfucking shit together. At this point, nigga, you didn't already did what you needed to. You got money, all right? Start investing in shit that's going to really matter, like, when your life is done. Because if you ain't got no sons or anybody advocating for what you talking about right now, you might as well go ahead and you got to make it right with them so that when shit, you know what I'm saying? When shit trickle down, you got somebody you can give something to. Them motherfuckers, them is your family, bro. That's your bloodline, dude. Like, if anybody gonna advocate for you in a way, it's gonna be your bloodline, bro. It ain't gonna be these motherfuckers working under you, waiting for you to die so they can take some pieces. It's gonna be your family, dude. Get shit right with your family, dude. Fuck all that other shit. Fuck trying to fix everybody else, nigga. Fix yourself. Because how can you help somebody you can't help your motherfucking self?
Yeah.
Fuck Ghana.
Part of excellence is to lead by example. If you are not leading by example, you are not excellent. Dr. Umar, step off the pedestal because you did not deserve it.
Not right now, nigga. Shit.
No, not ever. Give it to someone who actually is about that. You know what I'm saying?
Going to Ghana, you need to go to your daughters.
Right?
Go to your daughters.
And he's going to Ghana so he can get some more women pregnant. You've seen those women? My God.
They Ghanese. All right, you can make that.
Good kid. Bad theories.